told you we was giving you the okay back today to make a way. He gonna try today.
Nah. It was everything that they really say it is, to be honest with you, but you understand it's still real life. You know what I'm saying? Everything looked better on the camera, everything looked better on TV, just like any hood, you know what I'm saying? But we went there and seen Atlantic Records, and man, they typed us the fuck up. Like that's when we knew, cause we didn't really like the song like that. We knew it was a decent song. We didn't think it was like, you know what I'm saying? I went and showed them I put in work. That song has opened so many doors for a nigga. I'm talking about that song opened so many doors. I went down there just like, all right, I'm just gonna show them this one. Cause it was like something we had mixed and mastered and we knew it sounded good because the mixing and master we sent to the dude in LA that we messed with. So we went down there, played it. And you know, the A&Rs, I went from the Sean Barron at Atlantic Records. Okay. And they all sitting on their phones looking down. They ain't really trying to pay attention to a nigga, you know what I'm saying? So they asked me my name, where I'm from. They're like, well, where is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. So I play the song. I get into the I pack my thing, I put it in like 2 niggas, call like 2 niggas on the shirt. When I said that, they was like, they kind of start trying to see what I look like. At that point, they're like, what this nigga look like? I'm geeked on weak, I popped that perk, 30 bands in the rubber band, trying to couple vert. When I said that, they was like, all right, they start leaning back, bobbing their heads like, all right, fool talking about some shit. And it wasn't even just that, it was like the cadence. It ain't even like, what they told me, it was like, they made it very clear to me, it was like, it was your lyrics, but it was how you was delivering that shit. Yeah. Because this song has, like, it's literally a long ass verse. a hook, and a long ass verse. Yeah. You know, you have to be really exciting. You got to keep them drew in for a long ass verse. You got to keep playing with it. And even if you got to go back to the hook in the middle of that verse, that's what I learned. Like, you know, recording, go back to the middle of that, boom. So, you know what I'm saying? It kept them drew in. But by the time I got back to that second hook, it was like, oh, this hook again, and it was catchy. It was catchy to him. So I got everybody bobbing. As soon as I got done, he was like, hey, what's your name again, kid? I'm like, blah blah. He's like, where's you from? He's like, take, first he tried to hit me with take my email. He's like, nah, take my number. Yeah. So I got Sean Barron's number that day, and I'm leaving the studio. I'm sweating like a motherfucker. I'm nervous because, you know what I'm saying? It's my first time being in front of a major label. I'm like, what the fuck? So I leave, boom. I'm drenched in sweat. I'm like, oh my God. Man, they chased me out the building. I took my shirt off immediately. They chased me out the building. Mind you, me and my bro, we had, at the time I had a nice little physique on me. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't too far out of prison, so I had a nice physique. Take off my shirt, boom, sweating and shit. Dude come out, hey man, a dude on the studio liked your set, man. He wants to get your contact. Next day, he took us out to the hookah bar. It was the hookah bar. He took us out to the hookah bar and shit, laced us up. I'm talking about all of that game he gave us there literally helped us so much with where we at now. Mm-hmm. Like he said it down like, hey, you don't want to deal with people like this. You don't want to deal with people like that. When you go with him, introduce him as your manager. You know what I'm saying? This is my brother, but you know what I'm saying? Like introduce him as your manager. And now he's legitimately, you know what I'm saying? He's my manager. He's really my manager now, but you know what I'm saying? First, he was just giving us game on how to step because I noticed not too many artists even coming with other people supporting this by themselves. When you move like that, they look at you like that, you feel me? If you got enough, like say for instance, if we all get together and we had everything we needed, the budget, the whole team, the locker room, the field, and we had a football team, whether we had fans or not, as long as we still get to play these other niggas, play these other teams, boom, 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 they're gonna eventually have to be like, okay, that's a football team. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta prove you a team, you respect enough to be in there. But yeah, you gotta look the part, you feel me? And that's what we start getting into, and then we start realizing, niggas, who you know too. Who you know, and in another aspect, how much talent you really got. How big is this person you pushing? How big is the product you pushing? You gotta be marketable. So, you know what I'm saying? If you got global talent, that's a whole nother ballpark.